of all of our.
Right. Hey, Jackie, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey.
Could you just start from the top again? Because I just started the recording. Sorry.
Yeah, no, all good. So for the judging process, essentially, I'll ask Axelar's two bounties for the first and second place for best apps built on Axelar. I'll just ask each one person from a member of each team to send me an email, the names and email addresses of all members in the team. And we will split the prizes evenly amongst the team. So the first place prize is $3,000. The second place prize is $1,000. And likely our accountant will reach out to you by email for some KYC checks, depending on the coin and so forth that we'll be giving out the rewards in. So yeah, let me know if there's any questions after we assign some winners.
Oh, no, from my side.
Yeah,
no
great.
questions. It's all right.
Great. So I guess, does anyone want to begin first?
Yeah, I think we'd be happy to go first. Alex, if you're ready.
Yes, sure. Let's go.
All right. All right. Can I share my screen then? Or, it says I just need to have you enable the participant feature.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Anton, are you able to enable screen share?
Give me one sec.
Yeah.
Okay, it should be enabled. Sorry about that.
Okay. All right, thanks.
I have so much.
Please confirm if you can see it.
Yeah, I see your screen.
All right, I'll go ahead and get going then. Okay, so Wall Street DAO allows people to invest in their favorite athletes through an easy to use platform where fans can buy, sell, or hold tokens on the Wall Street marketplace. And the tokens represent fractional shares backed by sports cards, which are physical assets safely secured in a vault. Wall Street is all about the community. So we're inviting you to take ownership of Wall Street and join the DAO. Our unique DAO structure rewards you in Wall Street tokens, what we call BSTT, which is a deflationary utility token for contributing to the success of the Wall Street DAO. The sub DAOs, aka each and every card is a sub DAO. It's where it gets really interesting. Each minted card is organized as a sub DAO, which provides sub DAO members the autonomy to make key decisions regarding any card that they have a stake in. So the tokenomics behind each card will provide rewards, voting rights, and governance to each member of the individual cards community. We charge the buyer 5% as a service fee, and the smart contracts built into each of the card tokens automatically reward the initial card listers as well as the hodlers with BSTT through service fees that are charged to the buyers on the secondary market. And then the balance of the BSTT tokens being taken out of circulation and put back into our treasury. BSTT holders can tap into the massive treasury and make proposals to the DAO on how to invest in. Maybe they want to buy another card, whatever it is, they can make that proposal. So our team is growing quite quickly, and it includes, it's 14 deep now, with a community manager, 5 software engineers, 3 UX, 2 senior managers, and our leadership team, which includes myself, Nader Chaudhry, sports card collector since childhood, and the co-founder and CEO of Wall Street. Our Pokemon battle-tested co-founder and COO, Sal Chaudhry, and our CTO, Alex Astrom of Google Pedigree, who's on this call with us today. We're building on the Near protocol because they're closely aligned with us on our timeline versus some of the other chains which are either too far ahead or too far behind. We have an aggressive go-to-market strategy that is currently being executed, and we want to, implement Axelar's technology. And Alex is going to explain how we plan to do that right now. So, Alex, I'll throw it to you.
Okay. Thanks, Nader.
I hope everybody hears me. Let me know if my voice interrupts. Service here is a bit spotty because of the people visiting. Okay, so as you know, Near uses a different VM than Ethereum natively. However, it comes with a really great bridge, the Rainbow Bridge, which allows it to communicate through a compatibility layer to an EV, to an Ethereum compatible virtual machine that's called Aurora. Now, our thought process is that while Near has some killer features that really have been the reason why we had to choose them in terms of like multi-key support for the wallets and the ease of creating and transferring ownership of the wallet to our customers. There are some things which we didn't find there, and we were really hoping to find a way to run both Ethereum AVM code as well as Near in a way. And up until now, we didn't really find something very promising. And until we found Axelar. So we looked a little bit into the smart contract, and we really love the idea of passing message passing in between the contracts. We played a little bit with the prototype. We were able to have it running on the local machine to pass messages. So if we get a timeline in which we can launch, we get support for the Aurora network, then our plan is to essentially launch some of the governance things, as well as some other things, a few other features which we will announce soon around our sub-DAOs to run or in a mixed environment of Near and the Ethereum virtual machine. And Axelar would be instrumental here for message passing between the two. Of course, we'll also open source the contract that we will be running on both of these. I cannot unfortunately do a demo since I don't have my laptop right now. But if you gentlemen would like, you can probably watch the recording from our previous demo, or we can figure out some time after this week is over to sync up. I would be more than happy to share in more detail things like our future plans.
Yeah, if there's a recording of the demo, that works great.
Yeah, there is a recording from the previous demo 1 week ago. Also, if you folks are gonna be in person in Toronto or in any other event that we're gonna go to, for example, I think there's ETH Toronto, not too far from now. Also, real happy to meet in person.
Yep.
Okay, that's probably what I can do right now, given the circumstance. Let me know if you have any questions, but I'll try to cover that to answer.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. I appreciate the opportunity to present in front of you guys today. It's been an awesome opportunity for us.
Yeah, of course. We'll take a look at the recording. Looks good.
Sorry, what was that?
So later sometime, I think Ball Street mentioned they have a recording of demoing their app. So we'll just take a look at that and
the previous speech from last week. Yeah, that's the recording.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys want to play it on the like right now, or?
Sure. If you have it ready right now, we could play right now.
Another, do you have it?
I don't, unfortunately, Alex, I don't.
Okay. Okay, we can figure this out fine if needed.
Yeah, that's no problem. You can just email it and we can watch it on our time.
Cool. Are there any more questions?
So if I have to chip in, guys, another, I believe we have hackathon.io. I'll ping the link where you guys had put up your Wall Street DAO there. And Antoine, if you want to coordinate with Leo and me, maybe we can put up an excerpt out of the recorded portion of the Zoom when they did their bit. Just chipping this in. So if in case you guys want to coordinate that, then fine. Otherwise, I'll get the hackathon.io link for you now.
I don't know if the video is on there though. If you, I don't know if you put the video on there or not, but okay.
Yeah, for sure. The video is not there, but the GitHub and anything that is there, I'll just put the link in the chat. So give me a minute, but you guys go ahead with the rest. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Should we have the next presentation go?
Yes. I'm gonna start with a little introduction of the protocol. Then Pedro is going to do like a more technical presentation of the smart contracts. Not too deep, but a little presentation. Then we can do a demo of the web of the protocol. So it's okay as I start. I'm going to share my screen. So we have the documentation, and then we have the web in Heritage. So what's everybody's seeing my screen now?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So when we start the hackathon, we ask ourselves like what are the most common problems in blockchain, and how do we combine that with Axelar, with an innovative technology like Axelar and cross-chain technologies. So I think everybody has tokens in different blockchains, and a common problem is that when a person lost his keys or he dies, we can say that's the same. If anybody has, for blockchain purposes, it's the same. If anybody has their private keys, they're going to lose all their tokens. So we propose an innovative way to secure ERC20 tokens in any chain, so that you don't have to secure chain by chain. You can secure all your token chains. That's a good thing, because if you have USDC in Polygon and some in Ethereum, you don't want to secure all of them in the same chain. So using Axelar, that's the good thing. You don't have to pass all the tokens to one chain and then secure them in that chain. How do you secure your assets? You can set heirs that will inherit your assets in case of loss of private keys or death. And how do you can say that if I secure my assets, the heirs, how do I tell the contract if I'm dead? Well, that's a tough answer, because we don't really know if you're dead or you lost your private keys. So you can set like a time lock and a system of votes that heirs can vote if you like, okay, the owner of the funds is dead. Then a time lock is going to happen, and in that time that the owner set, the real owner of the funds have the power of veto, because the heirs can disagree with the owner and say, okay, the owner is dead, I want the money. But then the real owner has the time lock to say, no, I'm not dead, I'm here, I have the power of veto, the funds are mine, still mine. So when the time lock has finished, then we can say the owner is dead. That's the way we can say that the owner lost his private keys or he's dead. Another innovative thing in this project is that the owner is not locking his ERC20 tokens. We use the power of the ERC20 standard to secure the tokens, but not to lock them in a smart contract. So the owner can still continue using his tokens like in normal life, but they will be secured. Now we have two types of contracts. We have a main contract and satellites. So Pedro is going to do a presentation of the contract, but there's one main contract that has like all the logics of the hairs, all the mappings of the hairs, all the data of votes and set parameters of the owner. And one satellite is going to be present in each chain supported by Axelar. And one main contract is going to be deployed, is deployed in Ropsten. We deployed in Ropsten, but it can be deployed in any chain. So I think that's all the introduction. Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, I'll continue with the contracts. Just let me screen share. Okay, I'm sharing. Okay, so as Mateo said, we're deploying two contracts. They're called the main and the satellites. There's only one main, but there is one satellite for each chain. So the main basically has the logic for the owner of the tokens to set the different heirs that will inherit his tokens in case of death, and a time lock. And he can use that time lock to show he is alive in the case the heirs declare he is dead. He has that time lock to basically show a proof of life. So the main function in the main contract, I would say it's secure funds. This allows for an owner to set an array of heirs, a time lock, and the amount of votes required to say he is dead. Then there's this function set vote that allows the heirs, only heirs can call it, allows the heirs to vote that the owner of the tokens is indeed dead. If enough heirs vote he's dead and the time lock passes, then anyone can call this initialize withdrawal function. This withdrawal uses the Axelar bridge to send a message to each of the satellites deployed on each chain to say the owner of the tokens is dead. That's basically how the main contract works. Then there's the satellite. The satellite has the execute function to listen to the Axelar message and set an owner as dead and a list of heirs. The owner at the beginning gives approval of his tokens to each satellite. And then there is this function withdraw funds that in the case the owner is dead, it allows any of his heirs to withdraw any of the tokens. That's a basic functioning of the contracts. So this is our website.
Something I forgot to explain more in detail is that to say that the owner is dead, there's a consensus. So when the owner sets the heirs, he sets also the minimum consensus to be reached by the votation of the heirs. So if you set, for example, 3 heirs and you set 2 votes, at least 2 heirs have to vote that the owner is dead to reach consensus. That's the way to reach consensus.
Okay.
Okay. Our frontend has basically 2 main pages: add beneficiaries and claim. Add beneficiaries allows for an owner to add the heirs that will inherit his tokens and the custody period, and the minimum amount of votes required to release the funds. Then we have the claim window. These windows allows for the owner to give approval of the tokens to the different satellites, to call the withdraw function to initialize the message that the owner is dead, to vote that the owner is dead, and the owner can also veto show a proof of life and say he's not dead, so cancel the withdrawal. So yeah, I would say that's it. We're basically creating a way to account for inheritance of tokens, only using ERC20 approval and without locking any tokens.
Yes, the way it's done is you approve max uint, and that's it.
Okay.
Are there any questions?
Yeah, let me see. So, could you run through like an example? For example, I think you said one of the things was deployed on Ropsten.
Yes, we have one main contract deployed in Ropsten, and I think 4 satellites. I think we have 1 satellite in every chain supported by Axelar.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do an example.
It's all in testnets.
Yeah, that's fine.
So first, the owner has to set his beneficiaries. So I'm going to, for the purpose of the demonstration, I'm going to set myself as the heir.
Sure.
But we could.
Can I give you my wallet so you have another one?
Yes.
We can add many heirs. I can get another account from here.
That's I think we
custody period, I'm going to set it for 1 minute. Vote, I'm going to set it to 1. And
Just
save.
send you my wallet. Oh, it's okay.
So custody period after it expires, essentially you'll have to reset up this inheritance flow if you want to keep having it. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so now when these transactions go through.
But the custody period it's a time lock. So for when the heirs vote, you understand that it's a time lock. It's not that your funds will be secured just for that amount of time.
Is custody period the time that the
that
the owner can veto?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
Okay.
Yes, it's like a security breach, because if your heirs when you're sleeping they vote against you and then they withdraw. It's
okay,
like a
so
time
now
you set
we've set the 2 heirs. Now an heir can vote that the owner is dead. So we can give we can do this vote in here.
Proof.
Oh, sorry, the owner address, I think.
Yeah, you should change.
Okay, I think it's no, I think it was that one. So confirm.
It's blockchain time.
It's testnet
Yes.
time. That's, I think it's approved. Yes.
Okay, and now here
begin the withdrawal.
after that minute passes, we can initialize the withdrawal, which will send a message to all satellites. Actually, we've done this some time ago, and I think there's a problem with the Axelar testnet because our transaction isn't going through. We managed to execute some transactions past week, but now I don't know why. This was made 3 hours ago, and it still haven't finished. I don't know if someone from the Axelar team can tell us why, but this is from 3 hours ago. And it's still pending.
But last week we have done with some tests and it was okay. So contracts are
yeah. I think there is a problem when doing it from Ropsten. I think it's slower from some reason.
Yeah, we saw there's not many transactions from Robston to others.
I see. Yeah, it could be because of speed.
And maybe because it's tests. You're
Yeah.
not paying like real.
Okay, so now this will initialize the withdrawal. We have this as a default with 0.1 ETH to spend for the gas on the other chain. The better way to do it would be to compute the gas needed, but
Right.
for now we only
saw
put
you
like a
have
max.
we saw you have a gas calculator.
Yes. Gas receiver. Yeah.
A gas receiver calculator. So
yes, we were using the gas receiver right here on the contract.
But you had also a calculator to.
So here we're paying for the gas, and here we're calling the contract with the value. Okay, so this should start a message on the Axelar bridge. Okay, so in here we should see now.
Maybe just wait.
It might take us a few seconds. Yeah. So essentially, this will gather all the assets from all the different chains onto Robston, where one wallet address, being the inheritor, will collect. Is that right?
No, what it does is simply pass the message to each satellite that the user is dead, and then the heirs can collect the tokens from each satellite. We still didn't do the functionality to pull out funds from the satellite to the main, but we could add that.
Yes,
Gotcha.
it's a functionality that we have talked about.
So
and,
the only cross-chain
great
functionality we have right now is to send the death message to each satellite, but the tokens had to be withdrawn from each satellite.
Okay, I see.
That's the current state of the project.
Yes, it would be great to do the next thing we can do is to use the bridge to pass all the assets to Robston.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And I think there are issues from Robston just because we have some network level things on the testnet going on with key generation. So that's probably why the stuff wasn't.
Yeah, it's
working.
possible. We were able to execute a few transactions past week, but now it's functioning very slowly.
Right. Yeah. So that's with some testnet issues.
So, do you have any other questions, or you want to demo on that thing?
No, that seems pretty good. I mean, yeah, I think I can trust that the rejection part works too. Probably don't need to demo that. So yeah.
Okay.
So that was our product, and actually it's working. So you can use it.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, well, thank you guys for taking time out to come back again and present to us. I know you guys have busy schedules and stuff. So I'll reach out with Jerry and Antoine, and I'll watch the demo video for Ball Street as well, and then we'll kind of talk and share the recording with my colleagues, and then we'll let you know once we make some judging decisions. And of course, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I apologize. I was just going to ask you, are you guys having a conversation now, or when is there like the best time I can send you guys that? Okay, obviously ASAP, but
yeah, send that video anytime. I think I'll probably discuss with my colleague either later tonight or tomorrow. There's no big rush, so yeah, whenever.
Okay. We just got to get Alex in front of a computer, but he's obviously not able to get on the computer right now. But as soon as he is, I'll get it to you. No problem.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, just whenever you get a chance. It's no big rush. And of course, the follow-up to the bounty rewards is have one person from each team send me, I can give you my email address, a list of your team members and email addresses, and then wait for an email from our accountant who will be in touch with any KYC stuff required and like distributing the rewards.
Okay, that's great. thank you very much for taking the time to judge us and organize the hackathon.
Of course. So I put my email in the chat right now. You can also message me on Discord again if there's any issues, or just ping me within the BlockHack Discord server, and be happy to respond and get back to you.
Cool. We put the link
Sure,
of our
thank you.
website and our documentation in the chat for anyone interested.
Okay, great.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks to everyone for participating. And I hope everyone learned a lot, and everybody gained from this exercise. Yeah, a lot of work was put into it by everybody, and I hope we can all come out like a little bit ahead of where we started. So yeah.
Awesome.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye, guys.